Chess went on Thursday, November 19, 2015 for MarketChess.com. Does MarketChess.com save it, bookmark it, pass it along? S&P 500 index daily time frame, kind of a quiet session today. Seeing many people draw the analogy of the pattern we saw Monday, big up day, Tuesday, kind of a pause, yesterday, big up day, Thursday, today, pause. So obviously it's probably easy to extrapolate from that pattern. Friday, big up day. But again, when we kind of pull out the chart, we see the S&P has yet to really prove it wants to definitively break out up or down for about a year now. When we look below the surface, some late day fades, Netflix coming in was a little bit hot short term. So interesting to see. Also, Regeneron, I think, is an interesting name to see. A big biotech. If we do get a further downside reaction, or if any kind of fades from short-term overbought condition. When I say short-term overbought, I'm referring to the Bollinger Band indicator. You can see on my chart now, when you punch the upper band, it's usually indicative of short-term overbought conditions. It's not a signal to sell or sell short. You simply gauge to see, is there a reaction to it? Do we come off of it, or do we kind of base out and push higher yet? You can see the previous reactions on Regeneron. Now, why talk about Regeneron? Well, the multi-year chart here is a really steep angle of ascent. So if biotechs, and they were weak as a whole today, biotechs did lag the market. IBB still above 330, a big price level we're watching with members, but some weakness today. Same with the XBI, small mid-cap biotech, some weakness today. And of course, the Russell 2000, a little bit of weakness below declining 200-day moving average. That's probably more, I would say, concerning there. After the bell, though, it's still a kind of resilient market with the strong names. Nike announced a lot of things, I think, buyback, dividend, that kind of thing. Looks like we have a gap up coming down to 130. At that point, if we do get up there or a little bit higher, obviously we're closing in on the prior highs. I think it's going to be a really good test to see if Nike can hold it on this. Obviously, good news. And of course, the issue with Nike is kind of like Regeneron. It's a very, very steep multi-year uptrend. Some promising action below the surface in some names. We'll see if other ones follow. Pacific Biosciences, a bunch of members were in this one. It's a perennial long watch list idea inside Market Chess Subscription Services. Proofpoint, IMPV, two pretty good cybersecurity names. Much better in my view than kind of chasing down the very weak overall FireEye and CyberArk. Many traders, kind of like GoPro, Fitbit, many traders have gotten hurt badly trying to bottom pick those names. So probably better off looking for health. Chesapeake, still concerning though. Maybe you need to see some bankruptcies in energy and coal sectors with high corporate bonds, junk bonds. A lot of energy complex names are in these ETFs. So definitely have to be careful with that. Splunk also, speaking of cybersecurity, I believe up after the bell with earnings. Square, the IPO today, popped up, and then that was all she wrote. Just nothing the rest of the day. Tough to extrapolate too much off of that. And KBIO, of course, the talk of the town, up 400%. Have to be really careful, always shorting individual small mid-cap biotechs. Really, I did a blog post earlier in the session on the main website. You could see up there where kind of ran through the criteria I look for with individual shorts, especially as the market is yet to fall into an established bear market, I would say, across the board. So that's what we're looking to into tomorrow. We've been having some good trades on Market Chess Subscription Services, playing the gold miners into today. We'll look to see, we're kind of trading them around them, just like we did with Weight Watchers, sold that long yesterday. We'll see if we can get another entry in there and in the gold miners as well if they continue. And precious metals, they continue to act much better, let's say, at least they did today, than let's say some of the non-precious miners like Cliffs and that kind of thing. So if you like what you're hearing in my videos and see my blog posts, I'd encourage you to sign up for a Market Chess Subscription Service membership. At a reasonable price, you get actionable trade ideas, educational content, real-time trade alerts, private Twitter feed, ideas, strategy, explanations virtually around the clock. You will find it to be a huge value add to your process as a trader. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great evening.